Hey guys, good morning, and welcome to today's episode of Sip and Chat with Azem and Jade. Welcome. You're here with me, Azem, and of course, Jade, Gwenny, Dita, CPL Matter, Stewart, Think It's Beyonce, Johnson, as we looking forward to take you on this video and audio journey this morning.
Indeed.
Hey, shout out to all the men them who know how to plait their daughters here. It's a big shout out this morning. That's what I feel like I need a little attention this morning.
They do.
Yeah. I would be lost.
Daddy tried that once. It went terribly,
Yeah?
but he tried.
Yeah, man. No, man. You got to make an effort.
Most important.
The thing is, though, right? I think what will happen is the guys try it and then it doesn't work out well and everybody goes, you need to stop. Which really and truly is probably opposite. You probably need to keep going.
Yeah, keep going until you get good.
Yeah, you're going to get good. Maybe buy yourself a little dolly or something.
Yeah, a little practice.
Yeah, but don't let nobody know you're doing it, though.
That should be between you and the
Nobody.
dolly.
Yeah, of course. In the deep, dark recesses of your house. Maybe in a closet or something.
Yeah.
No, that's something bad. Make it in the closet playing with that dolly.
Yeah. It would be even more awkward if you get catch, you know. And then,
But
I don't want to explain it.
that's what I'm
in
telling
the closet,
you.
play with a dolly. Like,
That's what I'm telling you. You need to come out the closet.
you definitely need to come out.
Wow.
But we
Jade,
don't judge.
Yeah, indeed. How are you doing, Jade?
I'm annoyed.
Wow.
Yeah. I have no internet as in, and my job requires the internet. So I've been unable to work for the last couple hours, which then led me to, actually I went to help a friend do some work last night at Wine Wednesday at Cox and Schools. So even though I didn't have internet, I was at home. So it wasn't that bad. But yeah, it's very frustrating to not be able to work and then have to explain to your toddler 20 times why the internet, why you can't watch TV. Because you don't have internet.
Right. That's a rough one.
Yeah. But he survived.
Yeah, man. We always do it. That's you. We just survived before internet, you know.
We did. He didn't, but we did.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's these little things called books.
Yeah, books and games.
Is this morning stuff I was thinking about books. Like this morning as I was getting ready. I was thinking about, I was actually listening to a podcast and the guy was talking about how much he loves reading books. And I kept saying, well, I need to really identify the next like 5-6 books that I'm going to be reading. So yeah. And the Kingsters realize the value of Malilo. Think so?
Well, I didn't realize now.
But yeah. So I guess.
You guess what?
Huh?
You guess what? You look nice, by the way. This a suit?
What?
Like, is this a matching pair?
No, it's not.
Oh, you could have fooled me.
It look like it's supposed to be a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Nice. Yeah, that'll be a good thing, you know, when you're really feeling special, but then somebody for some reason likes what you have on. Yeah, that'll be a thing. Like, yeah, that'll be a thing for real. Yeah, sometimes, you leave the house, you maybe wasn't really thinking of dressing up, wasn't really giving too much thought about what you were wearing.
It wasn't in the mood, yeah.
Yeah, you just rush in, so you just went with what they need ironing.
I love that. That is my go-to.
Just whatever don't need ironing. I've realized there's a conspiracy going on though.
That one.
There's a conspiracy where they make so many of the women's clothes like non-wrinkled, but for some reason everything that men wear has to be ironed.
For true?
Yes, Jade.
Kevin said that is a lie.
That's not true.
I had this conversation with Kevin, and Kevin said that is a lie.
That is not true. Kevin then told you the secret to what men should do to not have to iron their clothes, but
oh yeah, you're right.
I'm telling you,
so
I
he
know.
Told me to spray.
Jade, everything that men wear requires ironing. Everything, except boxers. Other than that,
don't say that, friend. Better for you, a little exercise. Keep the,
why exercising?
Me no.
The elbows and the fingers.
I trying to make you feel better.
Okay.
Is it working?
No, Jade, you don't have to try and make me feel better. I I have come to grips with the fact that that is the reality I live as a man, and you know, you just cope and deal. That's what we do.
You just gotta, you know,
Yeah,
you just gotta go with it.
Yeah, we just deal. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. But wait, yesterday you told me that you had some stuff on your mind that you wanted to get off your chest. You remember what it is? Yesterday you told me that there were things that were bothering you, but you was gonna wait till today.
What was it? We need to get a little more angry for Thursdays. Because I don't remember. But people are requesting for us to bring back grinding gears on Thursdays. Do I have a gear?
You had one yesterday.
I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I should have written it down, you know?
You should have.
Damn.
No. I was about to say, we probably need to like keep a list, a running tab of gears.
Yes.
That we pull from on Thursdays.
Yes.
So that's a new thing.
Things to cuss out about. But
Who's are you?
whoever the cap fit.
Sometimes you could be angry yourself.
Yeah. I usually deal with that at home.
I don't want to bring that.
Behind closed doors, privately.
Yeah, I understand.
What is annoying me today?
You're not sure. That probably means you're not that annoyed, Jade.
No, what's happening?
Annoyances tend to rise, like they float to the top.
That's strange even for me.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that has bothered me already for the morning was the fact that once again, for some strange reason, the people that cut the grass at Beach Island cut around the sides and don't cut the back. I don't know.
I said that, but I wasn't sure if that was finished.
Yeah, it's been like 2 days since they cut it.
Oh, no, I doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
That don't even make no sense.
Somebody just need to explain to me what the problem is. Like, there has to be a problem. There has to be something I'm missing. I mean, after we spoke about it the last time, like, they eventually went and cut it. So I was like, okay, cool. And then it's not as bad as it was for the past however much months, but it's a jungle back there.
It is. I've seen lions and tigers and bears.
Tarzan there too.
I believe. But
it might have been a lost child. There might have been a lost child there since like kindergarten, who's now in grade 6, and he's just in the back, swinging from the vines.
No, it's ridiculous, honestly, you know.
It
is very ridiculous for y'all to have children in that environment. Why would you have a school?
But the sides are all nice, you know.
Yeah, so they can play on the side, but they can't play in the back. Like what?
But I mean, even if they don't have to play in the back, my thing is, it's part of the school. Why is it just like overgrown and just like, I don't understand. Hold on, let me ask you a question.
What?
Are the schools responsible for their own like auxiliary staff? The reason I'm asking is the government, of course, I think provides the traffic wardens, right? The people who help with the crossing. They provide the security guard?
I don't know, honestly.
How many schools have security guards?
Washi. I don't know if the primary schools have. Oh no, convent has. But that's private.
Yeah, convent separate.
I don't know then.
Convent, if we go down the list of things that convent have that the rest schools don't have, we'll be here for the whole show.
Damn. Yeah, I really don't know if the primary schools have security guards. I want to assume so. I want to assume you can't just roll up in a school.
I mean, you can't just roll up in the schools. Even the schools have security guards. But the reason I'm asking that is I'm wondering if I think each school should have like a groundskeeper.
Yeah. I saw Bastia high on this morning, bright and early.
A groundskeeper?
Bright and early, Azem. When I draw back my curtain them to make Jade and breakfast, he done there. Keeping the grounds.
I think that's good. I think that's what I'm saying. I hope each of the schools has a groundkeeper attached to them.
I would assume so.
Like a custodian or something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody who's responsible for like general upkeep.
The groundkeeper can't be the person.
No. But you just brought it to my mind about auxiliary staff and stuff like that.
I want to believe so.
Because that might be the person who informs the principal that, hey, we need something here, we need this here. And
yes, however, I'm pretty sure the principal could say the junglish backyard or his backyard. Where's the principal for Beach Island right now?
I'm not sure.
Well, they need to do something about that because it's ridiculous, honestly. You can't keep cutting the sides of the school and left in the back. Like, how does that even make sense?
I don't know. I think the little garden part, it's really supposed to be a garden. To
Where?
It's supposed to be a garden.
Behind you?
The jungle's supposed to be a garden.
Oh, wow.
Like they're supposed to grow like green peppers and tomatoes and stuff.
They're growing something.
It's growing something out of control. That's why it's growing. But
yeah.
I think it's fenced. I think it's fenced so the children don't just walk in there and everything. But
so instead of cutting it, you fence it?
No, I think it's been fenced. Like it's been a little fenced garden. I think that's what it is.
So maybe that's why they don't study it?
I don't know.
Well, somebody said down by them, the security is people from the community.
Is it people from the community you got to worry about? By the way, have we had like a reopening of the Millennium Primary?
Did they rebuild the Millennium Primary?
That's what I mean. Like,
I don't know.
I know how to ask, but I don't have my phone.
I haven't seen not one update about that situation.
That one is still burning me by.
Yeah.
I don't understand how is it that somebody could go burn down a school.
And just
like to me that's wicked. You know, wicked you gotta be to burn down a school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God for the Explorers Club, because that's what the children are now. Like, I don't know if they're still.
Because you don't have the school open again. But
yeah.
There got to be plenty wicked to burn down anybody's school.
Man, like, come on.
Kids? Y'all ain't gonna have for the kids.
But no, that's a community thing, you know, Jade. Like, you burn down the primary school in the community, like something obviously off. Something off. It's like, at first I was angry, but now it's almost like I'm concerned for...
No, I feel like that was political.
But who got the political points? Who stood to benefit from that? So, but you can't tell me it's political and then you can't give me a theory.
I don't know who benefited from it because I don't know who burnt it down.
No, but okay, it don't matter who burned it down if it's political. I mean, it would have had to benefit somebody. So who do you think it benefited?
Well...
I don't think it's political because I don't see how anybody got political points from it.
Well, they could benefit by people now looking at what's happening and say, you know, because y'all in government or because you're going through whatever. Because this was during the election.
That would mean that somebody who's saying that believes that...
As if they try to block the gas station where they can't burn down a school.
But we know why they try to block the gas station. Like, that's part of...
We don't know why they burn down the school.
That's what I'm saying, like... I don't understand that. I really wish somebody was brought in for that. Like, I really wish somebody was brought in for that. I still don't understand how we ain't got nobody in custody for that.
Well, maybe they do, but we know.
No, that's something they would let us know.
You think so?
Yes.
Why?
Is either that or them Phillips' people and deal with that themselves.
One out of the two of them.
I could tell you if yeah. Because Phillips is a very tight-knit community, yeah? That man ain't playing with, don't
you can't come
Molyneux, yeah. Molyneux, Phillips is very tight-knit community. Everybody know everybody look out for everybody, that kind of thing. Well, from what I can tell. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe they don't handle it internally.
Maybe, and we know. I mean, we shouldn't actually.
I don't know, but that was a definite real downer.
Yeah, that one was... Because of school, like, Lord, kids can't get to learn because y'all decide y'all gonna do whatever y'all did. That's insane, man.
Yeah. But we have a lovely agenda, Miss Manager.
Yeah, since we're gonna gears and nobody on the live seems to be upset about anything. Let me just check one more time before we go to our articles. Let me see. Yeah, nobody vexed about anything in the comments. So, let us start with article that has to do with tourism. Yes. So it says the tourism minister shares plans post-cruise season. Says industry will see increase in employment opportunities.
During the off season?
I am going to assume that's what she means.
Okay.
One of the main subsectors of tourism, one of the Federation's main economic drivers, will be slowing down in April. Indeed. The 2022-2023 winter cruise season is ending in April, and the cruise liners are expected to shift their itineraries further north as it gets warmer and enters the spring and summer seasons. While the cruise industry will slow down, the Tourism Minister, Honorable Masha Henderson, assumed that work to keep the tourism industry alive during the spring and summer months, pushing the Summer of Fun campaign. Summer of Fun campaign includes pushing Restaurant Week, the St. Kitts Music Festival, and CPL when the cruise season slows. Inter-Caribbean Airways will have its inaugural flight on March 12th, filling a gap in intra-regional travel that has been a point of contention throughout the Caribbean, especially after COVID-19 restrictions were lifted regionally. It's all part of our overall strategic plan as it relates to airlift to the destination. The ultimate objective is to see growth in airlift. This, of course, will boost intra-regional travel, which would affect our second source markets, the biggest source market to the destination in the US prior to the pandemic. The second was region, and of course, as we said, regional travel is driven by business, events, and visiting family, friends, and relatives. And so with the introduction of the flight, we are hopeful that we will see an increase in visitors to the destination from the region. With the inclusion of Inter-Caribbean Airways, to St. Kitts and Nevis, and the marketing push for the 25th St. Kitts Music Festival, the Tourism Minister hopes this will boost the airlift to the destination for the region specifically. That means the music festival, we launched our first wave of artists on Sunday with the introduction of Inter-Caribbean. We intend to see, and we are going to market heavily in the region and have our regional brothers and sisters come to enjoy this historic 25th anniversary. In giving statistics on the industry, the tourism minister shared that from 2022-2023 cruise season from October 2022 to date, 501,556 cruise passengers have visited the Federation.
How much?
501,556 cruise passengers have visited the Federation. Yeah, it's almost like 500,000. I think that's all well and good, but if we don't deal with this pricing issue, people not going to come still, no matter how much fun you push.
Yeah, I do believe that we have four things that really could help during that time, right? Mm-hmm. So what the first one she said? Restaurant Week.
Restaurant Week, music festival.
So the first one, restaurant. Let's like Restaurant Week. I don't know how many people traveling from the other islands for Restaurant Week. I think it's something that we could build in, like we could build into something that becomes a regional like attraction.
Yeah.
Right? They definitely have the potential. I think it's been growing over the years, but you probably need some new ideas and some new injection. If the goal is to really try and spark interregional travel. I mean, I could be wrong, but even when I talk to, I travel a lot, and when people talk about St. Kitts, I don't really hear anybody mention Restaurant Week.
Neither have I.
Right, so but the potential is there for sure. So it means it would have to be more than restaurants offering special menus.
Yeah.
Right. It's probably gonna have to have some either big center piece thing, right? Maybe a regional chef competition that's televised, something.
Something to just spark the interest of people.
Yeah, you need a centerpiece. Like it needs a marquee. You need a marquee event. That's what it needs. The Restaurant Week, I think. But to bring, to get people to travel, that's the kind of thing. I think it's really cool for us, locally as well, getting us to go to some of these places that we might not have otherwise gone, experiencing new foods, new dishes, that kind of thing.
Love it. And we love to eat here because if you look around, we're jam-packed with food. Like one thing think it has is food.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. What you think has been built into a more into an event with more notoriety? The St. Kitts Restaurant Week or the Nevis Mango Festival?
Nevis Mango Festival for sure.
Yeah. I feel like that festival been around a little longer than Restaurant Week.
Yeah, I think it has been actually. I'm not sure, but I think it has been. But I know, for me, I feel like yes, Restaurant Week is marketed, but the Mango Festival is marketed. It has more of an impact.
I think it's more than even just marketing. I think the Restaurant Week feels like the main thing you look forward to is cheaper prices at restaurants you most likely might not have gone to on a regular.
Yeah, that's
so it
fun.
also, I'll say, it opens up. Other than that, what is the main thing? Is there some kind of competition that happens? I'm not sure.
I don't even know if I could find from previous years, but there might be. Honestly, I think there was one.
I know there's I think like a cook-off that happens. I don't know if it's during Restaurant Week.
Wasn't it? I think it was.
It could be. That's why I wondered.
It was at Royal St. Kitts, right?
No, I know there was one where Chef Sandy, big up Sandy one time.
Who's Chef Sandy?
Chef Sandy from she live now. Okay. Yeah? Yeah, okay, so the Kingston's telling us that it's during Restaurant Week that the competition happens. So I think that is something that we could really build up into something, encourage more and more people to come out, make it a real,
and they should push it. Well, I mean, they've been pushing it during music festival, but I think they should start pushing it the way that they start, like, you see the way that they promote it leading up to it. I think they should start earlier with that. So,
well, if the idea, you have to understand, if the idea is to get people to come to the country for an event, you're looking at around 90 to 120 days of marketing. Like that's generally like the window that you kind of start looking at, right? If it's something that you're really looking to attract people, because people not hearing about something this week and generally have the disposable income at hand to just go and buy the ticket like the next day. So yeah, you're looking at maybe 3 to 4 months out.
Which is why I feel like they should start early, because again, if you want people to come, you have to plan it properly. And tickets ain't really ticketing in the way that I could just get up today and decide I'm going to take it tomorrow. Yeah. Like tickets are super expensive.
Yeah. Indeed. So I definitely feel like it has potential. You know, Music Fest has built itself into a regional event. Like I'm on record and saying like I feel we need to kind of go in a different direction with the music festival. But it's something that people look forward to. The acts are gonna be good, people are gonna come out, people are gonna think. One of the things though is the fact that music festival has always been sold as like something to help and boost visitors during the slow season. But a lot of times it does feel as though we marketing to the locals. I don't know if it's because it's government run, and so and we have this sense of entitlement. Like
that's what I was about to say. I feel like sometimes too that the locals feel like they're marketing to you.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're going on Facebook and asking who you want to see, and like they're looking on Facebook at all the comments to see who people want to see.
But I don't think.
But the problem is that Kittitians don't listen to music.
No.
Like unless we need to stop fooling ourselves. Like I hear people always talk about how much music they listen to, and I'm like, come on, bro.
Listen.
We don't listen to music.
Saying it's people that listen one popular song and think they listen to music, and then tell you to bring the artist with that one popular song they know, and then when he come, he's singing 20 songs. Y'all annoyed because y'all only know one song, and then vex with the y'all is the reason y'all is the problem. Is y'all ain't taking the time to actually learn the music and stuff.
No, but even outside of that, is the mentality. Like we so entitled as consumers that is insane. Like I tell you, it's so much different when I go to like Europe. You go to like the festivals. They don't know they don't even speak the same language, Jade.
Okay.
Like I go to Brazil, like places like this, they don't speak the language of the artist.
But I know they're having a grand old time.
Because there's a certain level of appreciation for your craft, right? So it's like, hey, this person up there doing something that I can't do, right? There's a certain appreciation for the arts, and so there's also a certain appreciation for the people that produce art, for people that work in the arts, right? So that, in other words, people go to events in some of these other countries to go and witness things, to, okay, let me go and enjoy what is happening. Let me go and partake in the experience. Here it's, okay, impress me.
like down a talent show.
You can't sing a link.
But you're telling me.
But you don't, like, it does be so interesting to me to hear people like just like,
oh man, enjoy
like judging, like, it's like,
you only sing one song.
This is the thing.
No, y'all only know one song.
No, but even outside of that, like, I hear people, like, I listen to people who have zero performance, musical, anything. Like, they listen to very small range of music, and I listen to them critique. Like performers, and I just be like, this is an interesting dynamic, because what happens is it's almost like, because I eat food, I believe that I'm a food critic. So it's like, oh well, no, I take medication, so I could judge doctors now. Like, I listen to music, so I could judge artists now.
No.
Like, no, that's the mentality. Like, and it's not gonna change. So it's not like I'm complaining about it, but it's just a very interesting dynamic. So instead, but because the mentality isn't, hey, I'm going out. As a matter of fact, I like when I go to festivals, I go to these small stages to find the artists that I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, I go in to find the artists that I don't know. And I want to see the new artists.
That's probably even better, because like you discover, you know how good it is to discover good new music.
But that's it for me. Like, that's where when I start thinking about what experiences I have with music that give me the most pleasure, like, that's it. The unexpected gems that I find, like, those are the ones that's like, wait, who this?
You know where the experience is a lot on Colors. You ever watch? Of course, that's a given. Colors does really be like where I discover some good new music. I would need them to just for music festival. I just need them to bring like a good, like Usher ain't available.
Usher doing a residency right now. The residency start in Las Vegas again.
Usher would be solid, right?
How much years he doing that there? Right? Been a good amount of years. Yeah. No, there's a lot of artists that I would love to see, like, and I think part of it is like, the reason why we don't see a lot of these artists is because it's a very small subset of artists that I think a lot of people want to see, right? And for those of you listening who going, not me, I've been telling them bring this person will never come. The point I'm making is that I think over the years, you're listening to who most people want to see. So yes, those of you who've been begging for Maxwell, I want to see Maxwell as well. But you might be in the minority. That's the point I'm making, right? But for instance, I've been involved in like festival planning for like other festivals across, right?
Small flex.
So one thing that we do, like I used to work with this EDM festival. So one thing we do, we had relationships with the booking agents as well as the labels. So you call the label, the EDM, the festival used to be at the end of summer. So what you do is you go and you ask the question like, hey, who is releasing in the first quarter next year? Which DJs have a project coming in the second quarter next year? Okay, what's the marketing budget for this artist? Is this somebody that the label is investing heavily in? Right? So you could kind of figure out from that who's gonna be popping at the time that your festival is going on, right? So like those are kind of the things that you kind of look into. Like they ain't going online and asking people like who you want to see. Because the people gonna say, two things. They're gonna say whoever hot at the time,
Yeah.
at that particular time, which might not be the people who are really hot at the time of the festival, because hype does die and go so quick.
It does.
So if you ask people who they wanted to see 5 months ago and ask them today, a lot of the people who basing it off of hype is different people they want to see now.
Okay.
Right? So if you start looking at it from, and then of course the other set of people will be people who want to see legacy acts.
Yeah.
Right? Which is all cool too. So you kind of have to use other metrics other than who I want to have Facebook. Yeah. Like,
you know what lineup I really was looking forward to? The one that we missed out on because of COVID.
Yeah, that was a good lineup.
That was an excellent. Oh, Wizkid and stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a good lineup.
And that's why I also need them since we're asking people on Facebook, and we're currently streaming on Facebook. Bring an African artist. Bring an African artist.
I mean, okay. So 5-6 years ago, this was when like Burna Boy just had the one song. This was
Name me Burna Boy?
I know.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm just saying, baby.
But you can't say bring an African artist and the conversation that we've had around arguably the biggest African artist. But anyway, so this is when like Burna Boy was early. So you had like P Square, who was big at the time. Olamide had like a huge song at the time, and like I was asked like who to bring. I was like, yeah, bring some of these artists. The problem is that if you're listening to the music consumer, you're gonna always be at a disadvantage because the music consumer only gonna make suggestions off of music they're already consuming, and generally who the music consumer wants to see is the music that they're consuming based on the fact that this is the biggest song in the world right now.
Yes.
So, for instance, like 2 years ago, I was like, yo, even last year, I was like, yo, what about Thames? Somebody asked me, so I was like, what about Thames? The price you're going to pay for Thames now,
Listen.
the price you're going to pay for Thames now ain't the same price. As Fat Joe said, today's price ain't yesterday's price.
Missing out on opportunities to bring greatness.
But again, like people would say that, but it's like, okay, think about it. The music festival committee, like let's say they're looking to book acts in November. If the show is in June, the persons that are going to be hot in the summer is people who release in December, but not normally. Not normally. That would have to be like a huge artist, because the huge artists who release in the fourth quarter, they're already huge. So everybody to clear out for the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So you have to be looking at who releasing in the first quarter, which normally is the new acts that they want to bust. The first quarter is generally the slow quarter for music releases. Like if you look at it now, like ain't really a lot of like huge releases happening. Because everybody can get in the second quarter to come in for the summer hits. And then it cool down again for fall, and then winter would be the big acts again, right? So you kind of like, if you don't recognize this dynamic, like you would be sitting back and be like, why they bring such and such? Why they bring such and such?
I mean, I think
you didn't even want to bring such and such if they're actually in November.
I think we're gonna always have that issue when it comes to music and music festival. Like people going to always cuss the lineup and say, oh, they shoulda.
And there are people who always love it too.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But again, the decision making, I mean, gonna have to be more than just like, yeah.
Who hot and why is on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a girl.
Oh, what's that?
Since we're talking about music, right? Nothing pisses me off more than DJs who feel the need to come and play the same music that the last DJ just played because
they just reach. They know the last DJ just played.
No, some of them playing them songs because they want the crowd to get hype off a specific song. So you would hear the same skilly song or the same scanning song in each lineup because it's a hot song. No, why are you doing that?
You want me to tell you why? The same thing we are talking about, Jade. Hype. Like hype killing.
That pisses me off so bad.
Watch, Jade, I have asked DJs about this and they tell me that what the people want here.
Who is the people that ask you to hear them?
No, but you see, they're getting the forward. They're getting the forward, Jade.
That does piss me off so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
They're getting the forward. So
because there is so much music. So much music! Why all four you playing the same things?
hype. I just answered hype. Like, again, unfortunately,
Big pet peeve.
a lot of people, right? A lot of people, like, it's not about enjoying the art. It's not about enjoying the art. It's literally being in the know. Like, oh, this is the new song, I know it.
Okay,
like
but we all know it. Did I mean you and him and how have to play it? Like, we spending money to come here for y'all to do us the same nonsense over and over and over.
Jade,
It's so ridiculous.
the point I'm making is you seem to have a problem with it. You know? The issue I have, the DJs wouldn't do it if they wasn't getting the forwards all the time.
So they need to just stop responding to the songs then when they play them.
No, they say if other people shared your opinion, it wasn't gonna be happening.
But other people do. I don't know if they share it to the DJs.
What do you mean when they're putting up the gun finger? That's how they're sharing it. They're putting up the gun finger.
Oh, y'all just make me want to even want to go to my house. Because
if you
why
want
am
me
I
to-
going up my house to hear the same song over and over?
If you want me to start on my assessment of the nightlife, you're gonna get.
No, right, do you think?
No, people get vexed with me.
So?
I don't tell people actually. I don't even understand. It just feel like a lot of times it's the same party, just moving from venue to the venue, and for some strange reason the price changing.
Yeah.
I have literally seen on one night 2 different venues having the same lineup, the same exact lineup here, and one of them free and one of them is $80. You know this to be fact, right?
That's well enough.
This is fact. Forget the same night. This week you go out, you see DJ Blair, DJ Z, and DJ K, right? For free, down at the bar, down wherever, right? Next week, here we go. Event is a themed party, which means all happen, you got to spend more money on your clothes now.
Yeah.
With DJ Blair, DJ Z, and DJ K.
So you think we don't have variety?
$120.
So you think we don't have variety?
What do you think?
I think we don't have variety.
All the lineup them is the same, Jade. All the lineup
Yeah.
them is the same. Like,
And I think that...
and not only that, but the lineup is the same. The people a lot of the times are the same. The experience and the vibe is the same. If it's like I go down to this event, there's a certain type of behavior that happens.
Debauchery.
Well, it ain't got to be the bachelors, but let's go with the bachelors. You're going to spend $80 over here, same people, same entertainment, same music selection, same behavior.
Same everything.
It's like, I mean, you could miss me with that. I'm sorry, like, personally. I think that's why people enjoy things like the big people party and
Listen, them there that confuse me sometimes, because one day, I think it's because it's the same party, but what is make it different is the price and the amenities, right? So like one day you cook a big people party and it's all inclusive drinks for $100, right? And then the next time you're going big people party and it's all inclusive drinks for $59.99.
Okay. What do you think changing the price?
I have no idea, honestly.
Maybe just demand. Maybe just demand.
Yeah, but big people party is actually vibes. I was telling my dad about it the other day.
Yeah, so I think people just like things that change, they like things that are different. Like, yeah. But I really don't want to get into my breakdown of the entertainment sector.
You don't want to wear hush. They're going to say, you
Of the-
don't party, so he can't say. I wait, say it.
No, they could say that, but I'm generally there for, I might not be there to party, but I'm there for something else.
Yeah, you're working.
I'm generally around, and like, if I say something that isn't true, then cool. But, yeah, like if I say something that isn't true, then we could have a discussion on that. But if your point is just like, don't say the truth because I don't be there. Like,
no, I think you have a fair assessment because...
Yeah, but there's a lot of weird things that are very unique to Sinkits Entertainment that people don't like to admit because they just make us look weird.
Like what? The VIP situation?
The VIP is one of them for sure. VIP is one of them for sure. The other one that is just uber weird is like how people speak about even events and what people like how for instance, right, like Sinkits is the only place that I go to and when you hear people talk about events, we talk about everything except the entertainment. So for instance, you tell somebody, "Bah, you're going Hardfit tonight." Hardfit? We're keeping that there.
Oh my god, Melody.
No, but that's that is so weird.
Nice vibe.
They're not asking, like generally if you ask that outside of like Sinkits, is so who on that show?
Yeah.
Sinkits is the only place where people like know the promoters. Like outside of Sinkits, a lot of times the people who actually like promoting it and putting out the money is just a name on a flyer. You don't you see them walking on, people ain't even know who they be. Because the entertainers are they're the personalities. Here the promoters are the personalities.
Yeah.
It's weird, like it has weirded me out.
Yeah.
And because of that, like it changes the dynamic of how entertainers and promoters and sponsors and patrons, like that dynamic, like is only unique to Sinkits. Like it's
people
so
legit
weird.
wouldn't go events if in K Juice or study it or.
But people just have their reasons for whoever and.
No,
whatever.
you're right. I've heard people say me going to events because I like the promoter. Like, why, like to have fun, the promoter ain't even on the entertainment lineup.
No, but I mean, outside of that, like, I've seen different promoters have the exact same lineup. And one flap and one shot. And the only difference really is, I've even seen it happen in the same venue.
Yeah.
I've even seen it happen in the same venue. So it's identical lineups, maybe one DJ switch out and one DJ like switch in.
No.
And same venue, but one person put on this event, he shot. The next person put on the same event, flop. It's like, it's a weird, and that's how we know, like, we don't care about these things.
No, we care about.
We don't really care about like entertainment and like having fun and everything. People don't like hear me say it, but like, society is weird, man.
Yeah, I often go to events and look at people just standing in the corner and then they said it. Like I think that's one of the biggest pet peeves for me. Like you go to an event, you don't try to have fun and then you said the event was good. But you just standing in the corner watching everybody and talking about people and pointing, oh look how she dancing, look how she going on. But then you go home and you said the event was good because you didn't have fun. How you gonna have fun if you're focused on other people's fun? How?
No, but Jade, again, from the start, I've been saying that fun isn't the goal. Like in other words, right? If somebody is gonna tell me about an event, right, and the question I ask has nothing to do with the entertainment, then perhaps I'm not going there for the entertainment or to be entertained.
Clearly not.
So I'm going there for something else. Now, a lot of times, I'll give you another example of how this is unique to Sinkits. Hey, what's going on with you? Girl, you good? So, what are you doing? So, girl, are you tired now? What are you tired from? I went to this party last night. A party there? Oh, yeah, a party of 17 degrees. People went? That's the first question people want to know about the event. Not who was on the show. If it was good. If you were safe.
People were there?
People was up there. People went.
You know what else?
Because the only thing that makes the party good is the people went there.
You know when I realized that too? When you go to an event and everybody stand up outside waiting for people to go inside. But you is the people that need to be inside.
And they got tickets, eh?
You waiting for people to go outside and you're outside. How are the people gonna go inside? You is the people. The people.
That's why I used to always like them small acts crowd and small acts jam, especially like back coming all the way up until even pre-COVID, right? Smarlax are that set of core fans, right? They ain't care if it's just them in there.
No, they're having fun.
Watch you. You hire Smarlax, 10 people come and you buy a sell off you.
Yeah, man. Drinks on me, rum with ice.
Rum with ice.
You can drink as you like, boy.
But look, you know, big up Juicy, like you know the people who gonna be there. Smarlax playing, they come in and they don't care who else here. It could be their one, enjoying themselves.
As you should, then
Like,
when you going out your house to not enjoy yourself.
But you see, that's what happens when you have people that are core fans of the actual entertainers. Like that's what you find happening. Like even in the evening, like St. Martin.
I said that with Masters too, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
Masters fans just lose their mind by.
Masters know especially, and I think,
Yeah,
and I think it's like there's some cheat codes. Masters in the pub, that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code. Sell off. They ain't got worry. Like, yeah, collision on a boat ride, sell off. Like you know, you got some cheat codes, right? But I mean, there's like for instance in the US, not even the US, that's like St. Martin and Anguilla. There's people that they're fans of certain groups, so it's like anywhere them groups playing, they're playing 3 times a week, they're there. You understand? Like, and I'm not even talking about like what we would call like a soca band or what we might call a hotel band. Right? There's people that like them things, like there's jazz groups and jazz things in St. Martin. I have friends that playing jazz groups in St. Martin, right? And they have a following. Like they go and they have people that come in. It might be 6 or 10 people, but you know when you hire them, you're gonna see at least them 12 people there.
Yep.
You know, and because they're fans of the art, they're not followers of the hype.
No.
And I think here we have a lot of followers of the hype, not necessarily fans of the art.
That is a fact.
So.
That is a fact, friend. I don't know how we're gonna fix it, but you know.
That's my job.
Your job is to just make sure the sound good.
Bye.
Make sure we can hear clearly. And all the other things you just do.
I don't even know. My job is to just live life and be the best version of myself I can be.
As you should see,
read my Bible and eat grapes, Jade. Read my Bible and eat grapes, that's me.
Somebody said Antiguans love Smarlax. St. Martin too.
Everywhere else outside of St. Kitts love Smarlax. What are we talking about?
Really hate Smarlax?
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm saying everywhere else love Smarlax. Like you go to Dominica, you go to St. Thomas, like Smarlax they're talking about.
Could you? I've never been to these places, I don't know. But I know when I went to St. Martin, the man was highly offended when I tell them that I was a fan of Sugar Man.
Oh, no, don't say that in St. Martin. Don't say that in St. Martin. Don't say that in St. Martin. Don't say that in St. Martin.
Why don't they deport me?
Don't say that in St. Martin.
Man, and that was like a cuss word.
Don't say that in St. Martin.
Wow.
No, but you have to understand, Smarlax been a band that I don't think people understand like the impact of Mr. World. Like he have the right name, you know.
Yeah, boy. Mr. World indeed.
Like I've traveled with Smarlax. Like we've been in like airports in North Carolina and people run it. You want to know if it's like Taylor Swift or something walking to the airport. It's like how all these people know Mr. World? Like it's a thing.
Yeah, boy.
Like
I tell you, I had
big
me
up Smarlax,
properly color up.
No, it's a thing. St. Martin, you saying?
But watch you.
Grandmasters have a nice following in St. Martin as well too.
That's what I went recently? Yeah, I think that's what I went recently.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know if anybody from St. Kitts running St. Martin like Akai, but
Akai won the place. Akai does win the place easy.
Yeah, but no, Smarlax has always had Anguilla, St. Martin, Dominica, the whole of the British Virgin Islands, the whole of the US Virgin Islands, Smarlax.
I am just happy to see more of our artists being able to play out, being afforded the opportunity to perform, not just in St. Kitts but in different countries like Byron and Akai and Smarlax and Masters and all these people. Like, yeah, we're doing it. No, you think so? Yeah, well.
Not Jade, we're not doing it. What are you saying? All these people come back home and have to beg the bus to go. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
There's all these people with one song, Jade.
Byron.
There's all these people with one song. Traveling the world. Right? Traveling the world. Going to shows. We're bringing them here. One song. You just talk about it.
Yeah.
We have people that we put on our premier festival with one song. We have groups with years and years of hits, regional hits. Me talking local hits.
So you think it's here? You think it's your fault?
Of course, Jade. Who else you can blame? Who you can blame? Like really, who you can blame?
You can't blame nobody else.
Like you think just like how we ain't got promoters here, looking at the guy who got the one song that people listening to, like I'm gonna bring them here. Ain't got people out there who want to bring people. Come on, Jade.
But I gotta beg your boss for permission.
Jade, the bands in particular. I mean, I said this to them, so it's not like I tell me anybody back. But the bands, we have too much excuses. And ain't just the bands, like artists in general, we have too much excuses.
Like what?
Well, I think it's different here. I keep saying, for instance, right? I don't know if any of the bands even have like facilities to record themselves. I think the band's made a miscalculation, and I don't think it's really their fault. Like they're saying something that I think it was just a miscalculation, and you make mistakes. But I think the band's made big mistakes with investing in these huge sound systems. I could never understand it. You're investing in these huge sound systems for this bragging rights. You're using the whole sound system maybe twice a year, if that. You have 16 speakers, 18 speakers, 24 speakers, and you only use 24 speakers for 3 days a year. Right? But then you don't have a studio.
So they're investing in the wrong things?
I think they made a mistake. Like, really. I think the bands, especially those that have been around for 30 years by now, should have already been able to literally have engineers live, have proper road crews, have proper management. They should have the auxiliary staff around the bands. I think by now should have been able to. It's 30 years. And it's not that they don't have material that affording them the opportunity to, expose themselves. So, yeah, and nobody's saying that there's not challenges. But at the same time, you can't blame anybody else for what's happening in your industry. It's very true.
Oh, I thought that was the apocalypse.
Oh, that was apocalypse? No.
I thought it was time.
It was a little soft, man. It was soft for the apocalypse. But no, I mean, it's difficult. And it's nobody saying it's not difficult. But you can't tell me that Suki.
Suki, you know.
You can't tell me that Suki. They could find a way to get Suki on a plane back and forth till he getting locked up in Grenada and all kind of thing.
Free Suki.
And we got artists here. We got artists here who talented, who have a ready-made market because there's more competitions outside of St. Kitts than in St. Kitts. They have a ready-made market, and we can't be seeing like it's something regular for these artists to be moving around. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous. So it's a matter of mindset. And I think a lot of times too, I'm gonna say we are talking about music consumers now. We look at the artists and we keep asking why? And then of course the easy target is the government. So you go, oh, the government need to whatever, and like
no, the artists need to help themselves.
Yeah, but at the same time too, sometimes we need to recognize that the artists maybe ain't even like on that, they ain't what they want. Oh. Sometimes we want it for the artists and the artists ain't want it for themselves. Yeah.
Well, the few I named, I feel like want it for themselves, so I don't know about the rest.
The few you name, you could see a difference in where they're at in their careers to some of the others?
Yeah.
So is it that you're saying that you think they want more than the other artists, which is why they're there? Or are you saying since they're there, well, they want what they have?
No, I think I'm saying they seem to be putting in the work necessary to put themselves on a different level to a lot of the other artists.
Well, that's how it is in any industry, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how it is in any industry. So, I'll give you an example, right? I hear people talk about, oh, this artist or that artist, and they should be doing this and should be doing that. I hear people talk about the bands, right? So even me, I hear talking about the bands and what they should have been able to do or whatever. Maybe the band's comfortable. Maybe the band's them good. Maybe the band's good because what they're studying is, hey, I play in music, I get notoriety, people know me, like I get to travel now and again, and I make an extra $6,000 a month. Like, hey, you're down there talking, you're making an extra $6,000 a month?
What?
No, so maybe what I'm saying is maybe they're comfortable, right?
No, I understand fully.
Maybe there's an artist that perform in, there might be an artist who you're thinking, why he ain't touring, why he ain't outside, why he ain't traveling up and down? And the artist, maybe they're thinking, oh, I perform in St. Kitts 3 times a week and for 2,000 a pop.
Yeah.
I'm making 18,000 a month.
Even
like,
the DJs.
You hotting up your head about what are you doing? Are you good?
Even the DJs.
So sometimes we're the ones who have these.
We want more for them than they want for themselves.
Yeah, maybe they're good. Maybe they're good. Maybe they're good.
Well, time to take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break. Guys, we're going to be right back with more Sip and Chat right here on the Sugar Factory. Stick and stay. We have some interesting conversations coming up right after this break. So fill up your mug. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Chat with Azem and Jade. And as you can see, we're also joined by some very special guests.
Indeed.
We have representatives Petra Newton and Azem Jenkins here representing the CFB Jenkins Limited Leadership Course. Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Good morning. We're fine, thanks.
I'm good. Thanks for having us.
Of course. I mean, I don't think there's many people out there who have not at least in some way heard about or even known someone who has been impacted positively by the leadership course. Okay. But for those who may still be a bit cloudy on exactly what is the CFBC Jenkins Limited Leadership Course, tell us a bit about what the course is.
Okay, so in 2012, Mr. R.A. Peter Jenkins, he saw a need for an opportunity to give back to the Federation. So he partnered with CFBC and Jenkins Limited to provide quality leadership for persons within the Federation to empower them. So when he partnered, he made sure that these persons who joined the course, they were well-rounded individuals when they left the course.
Oh, okay.
Right. So he honored persons who were a part of the Federation. So we have like icons. Each group was given an icon that you had to research and then come back and present on that icon when we had graduation. So persons like Elster Nero, persons like Veronica Phillip, Mr. William Doe, who recently passed, he was also one of the icons that we had for this course. Yes.
Yes, unfortunately.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So they had to present on these persons, which brought a sense of knowing to persons who didn't really, you heard the name, so now you're getting in-depth information about what they meant to the country and the Federation on a whole. So 10 years later, we're here to celebrate.
Oh wow! So it's been going on for now 10 years.
10.
Oh wow.
So has it been 10 cohorts that have passed through, or because I know there was like COVID. And all sorts of
a
things.
break.
So we had some interruptions, but we're actually now celebrating the 10th year anniversary of the program.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
On that.
Thank you.
So based on what you're saying, is it that the course provides just mentorship for persons, or is it really about giving people the skills to themselves become leaders? Like what's the
It's well-rounded, so you can be mentors, you get the skills to become leaders, and so for future, you then pass the baton on.
Right.
So it's an opportunity to pass the baton.
Oh wow! So because I know people who have been a part of the course, and without fail, they've all spoken about just how much it's impacted them, how much it's helped with things like public speaking and such.
Correct.
But for us listening, what are some of the skills that they tend to focus on in the actual course?
I would say it deals with teamwork, working with other people from different backgrounds. It also deals with stress management, how you deal with difficult situations.
I think I do as well.
Right? Critical thinking, problem solving.
Okay.
It's well-rounded, and it's not just getting information from one perspective. You get perspective from different professionals in their specific backgrounds.
Okay.
So we have lecturers who come in and present each time.
Okay, so as someone who joins the cohort or joins the program, you gain access to the knowledge of all these experts and people in different fields, different experiences. Okay, so
and the class is made up of people from different backgrounds as well. So it builds your network. It gives you a networking opportunity that I never experienced in such a short space of time.
Wow. And generally, how long does the course last, generally?
12 weeks? 12 weeks, I think.
12 weeks, but it varies depending on interruptions, etc.
Of course.
Normally, sometimes it gets thrown off, but it is a few months.
Okay.
And well, the recent Commissioner of Police, he was also one of the cohort members from the CFBC Jenkins Leadership Course. So we tip our hats to Mr. Jenkins and the CFBC.
All right, definitely.
Yes.
So where is the course at now with the present cohort? What do you guys have going on? What's about to happen?
So right now it's the 10th year anniversary. So we have activities at the moment.
Okay.
For example, on the 12th of March we have a church service at the Methodist Methodist Church. That's Seaton Street.
Right.
So we are inviting our cohort members to attend. This is something that we do annually, and it's really, really well attended. So we're asking our cohort members to come out this year on Sunday, and there will be a brunch afterwards.
Nice.
Where we'll have a toast to the new commissioner of police, Mr. Sutton. who was actually a part of cohort number 2 in 2014.
Wow.
He was also a part of the William F. Dorr Icon Group.
Okay.
And we mentioned him passing away recently on the 17th of February, so we want to send condolences to his family as well. That's just one activity, and then we have a professional development seminar, which is on the 20th of April. That is open to the public. If you want to get more information on that, it is cfbcjenkinsleadership@gmail.com, and the point person is Onika Jenkins.
Okay.
So there are activities. We want to invite new people who are interested, give them as much information as possible, so they themselves could register and be a part of this great alumni that we are creating.
Okay. So, you know, people who are interested, they just have to email the address that you mentioned just now? cfbcjenkinsleadership@gmail.com. We are also trying to form an alumni association. Oh, okay.
Okay, but what about cost? Because I'm sure people would be interested to know.
So, for the open seminar, this would be $250, right? So you send your email to cfbcjenkinsleadership@gmail.com, and Onika Jenkins will respond and give you all the additional information that you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. But it does seem as though there's a well-deserved and well-cultivated sense of pride in the fact that, you know, it's been 10 years of doing this good work and having so many people pass through the leadership course. So again, congratulations on that. I could imagine that the alumni, even the present cohort is quite excited about the activities that you guys are planning.
Correct. Yes. And to culminate the 10th anniversary, we're having a gala.
Oh,
okay.
fancy.
Okay.
Yes.
Big.
You know, it has been 10 years of giving back, and it has been a rewarding experience for us. I was a part of cohort 4, which was in 2016, and I can actually see the progress that I have made from then to now. So it really is something that the Federation will benefit from, and the persons who attend this course, they can see growth as they go along in their personal lives.
Nice.
I think that's important. Yeah, because if we want to, you know, shape the nation in a certain way, it starts with doing certain work and having organizations like yourself step in to help to try to get people from one place to another. So building their skills and offering them opportunities like these, I think it goes a long way when it comes to nation building.
It definitely does. We learn so much. We learn so much from observing, sharing ideas, and those people who paved the way before us, they created what we are today. So the icons, for example, there's Icons Park that we created, which is on 5 ways.
Right.
Just by the big tree and the open space. So we have basically boards with information on the different icons. And one of the reasons for the fundraiser is to actually raise funds to expand the Icons Park and maintain it. So we want to add new icons, do a redesign of the space.
Nice.
But you know, these things takes time and takes funding. And we want to share that information to the public because these are information that people don't have.
Right.
They don't have just access to.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't know who is William F. Dorr.
Right.
A lot of people don't know who is Stanley Proctor. You know, Veronica Phillip. These are people who paved the way for us.
Right.
So we want to acknowledge them and give them their flowers.
Yeah.
As they deserve.
I think we were talking about it recently, about how sometimes, you know, we miss out. And I think it's yesterday actually. Yesterday we were having a conversation right here about how you know, sometimes we don't value the people of the past and don't respect them and give them the level of recognition that's due to them. So I'm really happy to see that is something that is part of, you know, what you guys are doing. But for people listening, like who are, if you had to say, who are the people who are most, I wouldn't say eligible, but who are the people who you think may be most interested and be able to benefit most from being a part of the organization and joining the course?
Persons who have a vision for where they want to be in the future, persons who are aspiring to be leaders, persons who know that this is where I am and this is where I'm going. I want to be remembered as an upright citizen in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
So people who really have a thirst for personal development.
Personal development.
Right, is what you're saying. Okay, nice.
Because the information that you learn, it's not about just keeping it.
Right.
You have to share it. One of the things that Mr. Jenkins really insists that we do is speak properly. So the arms for the chairs, we leave them at home. The okay, and those fillers that we use, he ensures that we put them aside and speak properly, speak fluently, and ensure that what we say is reflecting who we are.
Right. So even in terms of how you present yourself in different spaces, these are some of the skills that get
how
developed.
You dress, how you correct.
I'm all for this. I'm all for this. Big time.
So you're attending cohort 10?
Maybe I might gotta do that.
Well, you're invited.
This
is your official invitation.
I might gotta do cohort 10, 11, 12, and 13.
No. Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
And a little extra finessing.
But I'm sure that there are people who are listening and saying, like, this might be something that I'm interested in. But what about people who may feel, hey, I know someone who might be able to benefit from this? Is that something you guys encourage, like people, kind of recommending this for friends or family, somebody in the community?
Yes, I would definitely say we recommend, we pass on the information because it's definitely beneficial to me. Everyone can benefit from it. All right, so I try to pass on that information. I'm not sure what's been said over the last week or so, but I've been getting calls and text messages about people interested in registering for the course.
Nice.
So the interest is there. It's building every year, and it's just something I want to encourage because it's definitely personal development.
Yeah.
And the businesses are also encouraged to send persons. So if you see somebody within your institution who you realize can benefit from this course, they're asked to recommend them to come to the course as well.
I like that idea as well, because a lot of times companies might not fully recognize the importance of developing the human resource.
Yes.
And like having, something that is tested and proven and has been, you're seeing the results, like you start naming already people who passed through the course, who have now gone on to do great things in their careers. Like, I think companies can really benefit from having their personnel go through the course.
Building capacity, taking up space.
Indeed.
I completely agree. But once again, just for people who may have missed this or who were busy doing something and they didn't get to write it down, how can they get in contact with you guys? How can they become a part of the next cohort? Reach out to get information, all of these good things.
Okay. So one of the first opportunities to get some first-hand information would be to come to the church service on the 12th.
Right?
Sunday the 12th at Methodist Wesleyan.
At the Wellesley Methodist Church on Seaton Street.
On Seaton Street. That will be the first, because you'll have many alumni there at the time.
Yes.
You could get first-hand information. You can send an email to cfbcjenkinsleadership@gmail.com. You'll definitely get information there as well. There's also a Facebook page.
CFBC Jenkins.
So that's basically how you can get the general information right now.
Awesome. So Facebook, email, and of course talking to one of the alumni. Yes. Awesome.
It's been going for 10 years. So basically we have 10 cohorts. I can't even count how much people.
But I said that at the beginning. Like, I think a lot of us know someone who was passed through.
The network is big.
Yeah.
It's a wide network, and we're trying to build an alumni association. So we are actually having a retreat on the 29th of April, where we want to invite all the cohort members to come in. Let's have a good time. Let's share some information, feedback with each other, how things have been going over the years since you've done the course. Again, cfbcjenkinsleadership@gmail.com. You send all your information and we respond.
Alright, well guys, I could tell that this is something that has really brought positive impact to the community, to people's lives. It's 10 years, so again, congratulations to you guys, the organizers, and of course the alumni, and even the present cohort. Congratulations to all involved and all who made this thing possible over the years. And looking forward to hearing about what's next. And of course, good luck with all your activities as you celebrate this 10 years.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Nice. But guys, we're gonna take a short break and come right back right after this. Go wash out your mug, put in something fresh, and come right back with more Sip and Chat right here on the Sugar Factory. Hey guys, welcome back to Azem and Jade here for more Sip and Chat.
Yes, we're back. Hope you didn't miss us too much.
No, Jade, you think you need a little leadership course? You need a little cohort?
I mean, from what you just tell me, I might need some. I don't know if that could help me with my situation though.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? There's a big network there.
I'm sure. I am sure.
But yeah, Jade, before we even got into that, we were talking a bit, we went off on a rant on entertainment, but I know that you have some lovely articles for us to discuss.
I do actually. I'm not sure if you've been seeing the current development with some tourists that were kidnapped in Mexico.
I heard something about that.
Yes, well, just to give you an update, 2 of the 4 kidnapped were found murdered.
Oh no. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so give some background.
So there were 4 tourists that went to Mexico and they got kidnapped.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
It's not spring break. What they went to Mexico for?
I don't know, but let me just look and maybe we'll find some answers. I know we have an update on it, but I'm not sure if the update has. Let me see. So it basically
4
says
tourists.
2 of the 4 American kidnapped by armed gunmen in Mexico border city on Friday were found dead and 2 were found alive. Hoy.
Wow.
Huge word jump over. Governor Americo Villarreal Anaya said in a police phone call with Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador that was played at a news conference at Turkey. So the president basically saying, yeah, they found 2 of them dead. The governor said ambulance and security personnel were now attending to and giving medical support to survivors. The 4 Americans were located at what appears to be a medical clinic in Matamoros, a U.S. official familiar with the ongoing investigation told CNN. One of the 2 survivors is severely injured, the official said. Attorney General Irving Barrios also confirmed the development in a tweet. Derived from the joint search actions, the 4 American citizens deprived of their liberty last Friday were found. Unfortunately, 2 dead. Investigation and intelligence will continue to capture those responsible. Details will be given later. The news comes days after the group was abducted at gunpoint in what is believed to be a case of mistaken identity.
That's why I was wondering, because
yeah, why they get kidnapped?
Yeah, why would they be? Because from accounts that I've heard from people close to criminal elements in Mexico, they tend to stay away from the Americans here.
Yeah.
They tend to stay away from the Americans. You gotta be wilding. But with mistaken identity. Oh my gosh. So, but what was in Mexico for?
Well, it seemed that they went to do a surgery, cosmetic surgery.
Of course. That's why I asked you. That's why I asked.
Yeah. And so.
Because the area that you said they were, that didn't sound like touristy area. I know we either hear people say they're going for
Never heard of it.
That's not where people just go for fun times. So that's why I'm asking why they were even there.
Yeah.
They went for what?
Wow. Well, investigators.
But
yeah, the lady went to do her. Well, I think that's what I said. But yeah, investigators believe the Americans were targeted by a Mexican cartel, likely mistook them for Haitian drug smugglers. A U.S. official familiar with the ongoing investigation tells CNN. The U.S. citizens have no concerning criminal history that has been identified by investigators. An innocent Mexican bystander was also killed in the encounter, U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ken Salazar said.
Wow.
Latavia T. Washington McGee, 33, drove to Mexico with Jade Woodard, Zindel Brown, and their friend Eric Williams for the procedure. But she never made it to her doctor's appointment on Friday, her mother, Barbara Burgess, told CNN. On Sunday, Burgess said she was informed by the FBI that her daughter had been kidnapped and was in danger. They said if she calls me to call them. The abduction highlights the ongoing violence that has plagued some Mexican cities, the long-running Mexican drug war, as well as growing business of medical tourism. The trip was the second time Washington McGee, a mother of 6 children, had gone to Mexico for medical procedure. Mother of six. About 2 to 3 years ago, Burger said her daughter traveled to the country for surgery. Receipts found in the group's vehicle indicated that Americans were in Mexico for medical procedures. I also saw that one of the persons abducted, that his wife didn't even know where he was, that he had gone to Mexico and was kidnapped. So she probably thought she might on the road, chilling by a bar, and he in Mexico. Yeah, that's wild.
Condolences to the families, friends, and loved ones of the deceased. 6 children by.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mistaken identity to boot.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know. You just don't know. I mean, this could be a story that I could look at and be like, hey, the level of risk that you're taking for certain things, like, is it really worth it? But
is it really worth it?
But yeah, I don't. But hey,
where is us to say? But boy, that's crazy. That is. So life does just change in a matter of moments. One moment you're going to do your little procedure, you think you're going to, do whatever medical fixes that you want done, and then
quick way to put it.
Yeah, and then the next you kidnapped by a Mexican drug cartel. That's oh boy. Right. That was crazy. That was a crazy story. That just had me thinking, like, as you said, is a lot of these things really worth it?
The risk, Jade. The risk isn't. Sometimes we got to look at the risk. But again, at the same time, it's like you in your thinking, you never go, oh, let me not go to Mexico because they might take me for Haitian drug smugglers.
That would be the last.
As violent as you might know the area is and whatever, you're not thinking that you are part of the violence, so you think you're good.
Yeah, the lady went for a BBL.
Told you. I don't figure it out. Sometimes they say in this weird place, they were found at a medical place. It's like that's cosmetic surgery,
Cosmetic surgery, yeah. Anyway, let's move on to another thing. It says one more prophet. Man in Kenya says he is Jesus Christ and has claimed to turn water into tea. I think that was a fitting story for.
Yeah, that's definitely something.
What we do here.
Yeah, the sippers, yeah, that definitely fall right in line, yeah.
Yeah, so as Lent season is observed by millions of Christians worldwide, culminating in the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ, according to biblical teachings.
Right.
Kenyans are left to ponder whether Eliud Simoyu, the self-proclaimed Jesus of Tongaren from Bungoma, will align with the scriptures.
Yeah, he's supposed to do that.
Listen, he gonna have to do that and come back, eh? He gonna have to. I won't believe you.
That's how the story goes, bro. You want me Jesus? You can't have Jesus is singing.
They're gonna be all in. Yeah, death and all. Resurrection and all.
Yeah.
I mean, if the pastor could go hell and come back, why not you?
Crucify him. That's what they were shouting.
Yeah. As per the Bible, Jesus Christ faced immense suffering during his arrest by the Pharisees, and this culminated in what is known as the Passion of Christ, which included his crucifixion, death, resurrection, and ascension to heaven. So you got to do that pathway. Like you got to float up to heaven.
So let me get this straight. So there's a man in Kenya that is claiming to be Jesus.
An online user has made a sensational claim that Jesus of Tongaren has expressed concern about his safety as Easter season approaches. What you worry about your safety?
You got worry you don't get resurrected.
You shouldn't even be worrying about this. God gonna bring you back. Your father. Right? Okay. According to a post by netizen, Yesu, who is currently in Bogama, alleges that his life is at risk as Easter season approaches. Some locals have reportedly been overheard suggesting that he should be crucified.
Naturally.
Sir, you are the Lord. and Savior Jesus Christ, the chosen Son,
The sacrificial lamb.
the sacrificial lamb.
So, me not understand. It's time for the sacrifice, bro. Where you going?
What do you think Easter here for?
Where you going?
It is your time to shine. Show them.
Oh my gosh. Hey. So this man take up himself, say he's Jesus. But no time come to Pentecost. He gone to the police now?
He said, however, they have also assured Yesu that if he is indeed the Messiah, he will rise again from the dead on the third day and ascend to heaven. So there is no need to worry.
Just 3 days.
Are you with them? 2 minutes, say nothing wrong. I'll know. Right? Okay, yeah.
Sometimes all you got to do is just walk with people, you know. Walk with you. Walk.
A matter of fact, I feel like they're doing him a favor.
Yeah, use Jesus, no problem. We know the story,
Yeah.
We play our part.
Yeah, so Twitter wants to know if they have identified the 2 thieves yet. Because he can't die alone, eh? Remember, it was about 3 people up there. Yeah. They said that he has to be real.
No, but nobody come back and say there's the thieves, you know. It's only he come back and say he's Jesus.
That's true.
So let me deal with what we got.
No, you got to make it as realistic as possible.
Jade, nobody said there's the thieves. The only person.
Well, who does say that is thief?
No, the resurrection. There's only one resurrect, you know.
Who does say that is the thief, Azem?
Jade, all I'm saying is there's only one resurrected person. So we don't got to worry about the other 2. Them they done gone.
Well, he is currently worried. And I don't know why. I just say, you is Jesus, you're going to be good, you're going to come back.
People like play games out here.
Listen, I play with the Lord, for the Lord.
People like to play games out here. But hey, what you gonna do?
Yeah, we can just wait and see if he comes back. Speaking of the Lord, we have an update on our good old scammer bishop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bling Bishop.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Bishop
not
Bling.
scammer.
Bishop Bling.
Bishop Bling.
Yeah.
NYC Bling Bishop Lamore Whitehead hit with a new fraud charge.
Come on, leave the man alone, man. Come on. The man don't get robbed. You still want me charging man with more things?
Yeah, well, you know.
What happened now? What is happening?
So, Brooklyn's Bling Bishop Lamore Whitehead has been hit with a new fraud charge, federal prosecutors said Wednesday. Whitehead told a bank his business had $2 million in the coffers when it had less than $10. How are we pulling these figures out of
Okay, so he tell who?
Wait, he told a bank his business had $2 million in its coffers
Okay.
when it had less than $10.
Speak by faith, not by sight, Jade. Man's a preacher.
Apparently.
Man's a preacher.
Ooh. A superseding indictment filed in Manhattan Federal Court.
And yesterday we talking about manifestation.
That's what you're doing.
I have $2 million in my bank account.
Whether you see it or not.
I have
It don't matter what the figures say.
$2 million in my bank account. How you expect to ever see $2 million in his bank account if you can't believe it now?
If Jesus could turn water into wine, this man could turn less than 10 into 2.
I got an 850 into 2 million. 857 by. Right here chilling.
He can triple and triple and triple the triple. And eventually, by the faith of the Lord himself.
My only issue with this is that, hey, maybe you could have been a little more realistic. I have 200,000 and so we could work with, but like
875?
875 to 2 million? Give me a 200,000 or something, Lord, man.
How about that, man?
Yeah, you're gonna wait for it.
Well, wow. In June 2018, he applied for a $250,000 business loan for his company, Anointing Management Services, LLC, and submitted fake bank documents in his online loan application, prosecutors said. The bishop, who drives a Rolls Royce, has an affinity for Gucci suits and counts Mayor Adams among his pals, didn't get the loan.
He didn't get the loan?
No.
What do you mean I get the loan?
You know, that's a small thing.
That's Bishop.
Yeah.
Man farming, man.
Yeah, man. He continued to use the forged papers until February 2019, including in an application for a 1.3 mortgage to fund the purchase of his 6-bedroom, 7-bath Paramus, New Jersey mansion, the feds charged.
You know, I can't fix this, man, because I was a big fan of Anna. Eh?
Now, Anna was doing anything, eh?
I'll tell you, this man ain't nowhere near Anna yet.
No.
So I ain't even vexed this man. And not only that, I'm waiting for the part where they say he wasn't paying back the loan. Continue.
Okay. The drawn-up documents included entirely fabricated bank accounts that did not, in fact, exist.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Altering statements to make it look like the company had more than $2 million, when in fact, during that time period, the business had an average ending balance of less than $10. So even me more than that.
If this man could get a $1.2 million loan
Off of $850 he had. Being with you.
No, he came to the government to sing his song.
Well, we asked if he come to the homes. The St. Christopher and Davis government.
Oh, I kid. JK.
Is it though? Is it a joke?
JK. But wait, I didn't hear nothing in this thing.
Well, I know. Whitehead's lawyer, Don Florio, said he intends to fight the allegations. Lamar Whitehead will be pleading not guilty.
A lawyer will take any case, yo.
Any Azem.
A lawyer will take any case, yo. Big up, hey. I sorry, you know.
Oh my God.
But if they telling me this man had less than $10, why taking this case for?
Cause we pay me.
No, I got something in my man.
You
got some assets somewhere, man.
You could give him a Rolls Royce. Yeah. Lamont Whitehead will be pleading
like
not guilty. Huh?
Probably like he suits them.
Yeah, you could give him one.
Probably the same chest size also.
Something. When he is arraigned on the suspended indictment and denies those charges. Nick Byers, spokesman of Manhattan U.S. Attorney Damian Williams, declined to comment. The new wire fraud charge adds to a litany of criminal allegations that feds brought against the 45-year-old pastor of Leaders of Tomorrow International in December. Boy. Accusing him of swindling a retired parishioner out of tens of thousands of dollars, extorting a businessman and lying to the FBI.
Nah, never did any of that.
Who, you?
No, he.
Oh, okay.
He didn't know that, yeah.
No, why would you make up such false allegations?
You hear them charges, though? Swindling a member. I'm sure Partner just was telling him pay tithes. They won't call it swindling.
Yeah.
Lying to the FBI, the man was speaking by faith, not by sight. They're just changing up what the man doing to make it fit all
they're
these,
switching the narrative.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I watch it.
He also is alleged that he swindled a Bronx businessman out of $5,000 and trying to squeeze another out of $500,000 in real estate transactions in exchange for leveraging his city government connections. Specifically, the feds say Whitehead persuaded one of his parishioners to invest about $90,000 of her retirement savings with him to help her buy a home. Instead, he allegedly used it to buy himself designer clothing and other luxury goods. If the man ain't look the part, how you gonna get the house?
Why would you give $90,000 of your hard-earned money to a bum? I tell me, understanding what the problem is here.
That don't make sense.
Like
If a man in a Gucci suit come to me and offer me to get me a house, I would quickly believe him.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the part where this man ain't pay back the loan, man.
Oh, me see that. Hold on, let me see if he...
Because that never does be the case,
he
you
charged
know?
with lying to the feds, yeah. In spent decades enforced the law, the city did not immediately... Nope, they said that. Wait.
The man was...
Nope, that he was robbed.
I bet you this man was paying back the loan, yeah?
Brokered a deal, fatal shooting, an Instagram live session. Okay, that just in here.
Pastor been busy.
Bye.
Pastor been busy.
Then he said everybody been praying for him. They said not about paying it back.
This man was probably paying back his little $180,000 loan, and they're just saying he wants to say that deal. Because sometimes, you know, you go for the bank for loan and the bank just go on like as if like, oh my God, how can we hear so high risk? And you're thinking to myself, bro, it's $70 a month, I could pay better. Like, bro, what are you saying? Like, really?
You're calling me books.
Like, really? Like, come on. Come on. Like, $180 a month. I'm gonna find it, bro. Like,
The man you think the man got Gucci suit and can't pay you? Come on, be for real. Be for real. Yo, he got jail. Yeah, I'm like yo. He got jail.
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, he got jail.
It's a lot.
If it was one charge, I could understand. But
He had a lot of speed there.
what? And that's usually what happens, you know. That is have up speed, flex, then get locked up. Because flexing does lead to the FBI looking.
But I think there are people who like fast and loud, right? There are people who literally would be like, yo, I want to live the lifestyle of a multi-millionaire until the age of 47.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I gotta go jail for 20 after that, then it's kind.
Yeah.
Than rather a middle class person for my entire life free. There's some people who think like that.
Happy for them, cannot me, because it's 18, 40 weekend, you know. That alone should deter you from scamming anybody.
I don't even want to go down there to make a report.
But yo, many want to pass it because the Jane said they'll just lick me down.
Depression.
Oh my God.
I don't even want to drive across there sometime, but
Why?
them man ain't got like some powder or something they go try to drain.
May think Amins can help that.
What? What is that?
Powder, Amins.
I mean,
May think Amins strong enough for that friend.
we gotta link up with partner David, see if he ain't got nothing that could try along there, but like, them must got something you could like throw down there, like baking soda or something.
Hammer.
Something.
But I don't gotta take me hat to them police officers, especially the ones that work in the front. These police officers will be standing up by the door, you know.
Hey, watch ya.
Oh my God.
I think that's anything.
What about down for the movies?
I was gonna talk about up on the same road there, next to one of the other business places just across the street.
That road there smell like death. Like, there's be hiding bodies under there. Maybe they need to dig it up and check because under there regular. Maybe there's a couple bodies under there.
No, we really need to do better with town. We really need to do better.
Bastia looks bummy.
We really need to do better
Extremely bummy.
with town. Really need to
Bastia cannot be the capital of anything anymore.
No, it really needs some attention. We really need to pay some attention to town. It's just,
Let's beautify Bastia, please.
but first, let's just clean it up.
All of them beautifying it.
Yeah, just scrub the drains, you know. Just,
Scrub the drain, scrub under the drains.
I keep saying it. They must got like, they ain't got like drainer for like drains.
Drain can't help that.
They ain't got like industrial size drainer that you could just like throw down the drain like on Kayan Street or something.
I know they said don't mix chemicals, but we need to mix some chemicals for under there.
You hear about that lady who got
Fired
because she mixed bleach and Fabuloso?
Yeah. She doing things the way that's do every day.
But I did thinking to myself that the debate is dangerous.
Yeah.
The man said the woman make some kind of caustic some kind of, I don't even know what they said the woman make.
And then she mixed bleach. Every Caribbean household was like, huh?
But the woman from the Caribbean, that's the thing, the woman accustomed to it all the time.
Yeah. She doing what she know.
The woman cleaning, the woman said, ain't nothing wrong with that.
We don't need that bottle to see what we can mix that with.
But I bet you on the bleach bottle ain't saying nothing about don't mix with Fabuloso.
I bet not.
I bet you ain't saying nothing like that.
You know what time I mix Clorox and ammonia and all
You need to stop. You need to behave.
That was once in a lifetime and I'm shocked to hear. I was a child and I didn't know better. I just know I was cleaning my back. I was a child and I did not know better. I was like 8.
The Kingsters them so
Like,
confused.
Yeah, I was 8 and I was cleaning. My grandmother said me go clean the bath. And I look under there and I saw ammonia and I saw Clorox and I was like, maybe these go together. And I in there hailing it, realizing like, I'm cleaning, but
You getting dizzy?
again, a little lightheaded in here.
Wow.
Yeah, I almost was here. I'm gonna let you. I have had so many near-death experiences, right? It's by God's grace that I'm here still. I'm gonna let you. I done blow my eyebrows them one time, lighting the toilet in the store.
That'll be the sound.
followed by the face pattern to make sure like everything's still there. My eyebrows went, but everything else is still there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, small mercies. Small wins.
I'm happy for you, Jade.
Yeah, but I should get fired for mixing things that we just mix in the house daily.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out what's up with that there, guys.
Yeah, let me go Google. Should you mix? Is it safe
And would it be
to mix
Fabuloso? I feel like Fabuloso and bleach you should be able to mix.
But I don't do that.
Pine salt, they probably like, you might want to think twice about the pine salt.
Okay.
A pine salt just got a smell that seems a little more chemically. Like Fabuloso smell like you could probably bathe in it.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
You know, people that, but let me admit to this. I used to boil Fabuloso on my stove.
What?
To make your house smell good.
What? Mm-hmm. That's a thing?
Yeah.
That's a... Hey, people in the comments, let me know if that's really a thing. Or this is just Jade.
I'm being heavily judged by.
Everybody gets up. The kings are so confused. And concerned. You see the level of concern on their face?
Everybody checking on me, but listen.
Boil Fabuloso on your stove.
And Clorox.
Oh,
Don't judge. Don't judge. Fabuloso will release a chlorine gas, which, when it is mixed with bleach, this becomes toxic and should not be mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
The two kings have to come to the door one day.
Maybe that's why I behave so. I burn out some chemicals in me.
Things making sense now.
Yeah, a lot, you know.
Well, apparently, guys, don't mix bleach and Fabuloso.
No, it says highlighted, should not be mixed. These two cleaning products do not work together. Ask the Caribbean household them that.
Okay, so maybe my thing, like what I have done,
the chemical release can be lethal to your lungs and a major damaging eye irritant.
That's what I have heard.
What do you know what they're talking about?
That's what I'm, okay, you keep doing it. You keep doing it.
See, somebody say, I boil Fabuloso all the time. And it ain't just me. I know it ain't just me.
I'll stop that. Stop that. Stop it.
Yeah, telling them don't mix bleach and Fabuloso.
No, so we need to stop that. We need to stop that as well. But this is serious now. This is serious.
Some people literally have a Fabuloso pot. Oh, you're watching me, leave me alone.
How this begun? Somebody who start this?
Me no.
Who start?
Me no friend.
Who even thought that was a?
I know your house does smell good. What you done?
Jade, your house ain't smell good. You high. Your house ain't smell good. You just high. You're floating in there about, oh my God, it's the best feeling ever. Oh my God.
The flowers.
Oh my gosh, I smell like potpourri. Oh. You're high.
Oh, Father God. Thank you for small mercy.
I never hear about candles and so.
Yeah, we just use them too. That's why I just use now. I've moved away from Fabuloso. Now I've gotten a candle.
A Febreze.
Febreze, that's a deal, but you know, for long term sense, I have a candle, a wax melter now.
You could do something natural like orange peel, lemon peel, boil that.
We could also boil Fabuloso.
No. No, don't boil Fabuloso in your house. Do not. Like, I don't know how else to say
let me
this.
tell you something. They're listening to you with that, and they definitely ain't gonna listen to you with this mixing Clorox and Fabuloso. I know currently somebody listening to us just pop out the mop bucket and then pour in them too.
No, okay. So what I do, right? I have done. I could admit to this is I do bleach with a little Fabuloso with a little soap powder, soap powder, a little bleach. That's okay.
Soap powder, that's why your house feels slippery.
No, that's not. How much soap powder you putting in?
You have to make my house feel slippery.
That's too much.
I don't use soap powder anymore, so you know.
A little soap powder, but that's normally if it's like a deep clean, like a deep clean in some.
As I go home, I'm going to deep clean. So you better believe I'm going to mix Fabuloso and bleach.
Oh yeah, I tried it. I tried.
Me ain't dead. Who you not dead from that? In the history of Caribbean cleanliness.
Jade, me done talk, you know. Me done talk. I can't. But yeah,
Those chemicals also
can-
slowly kill the cells in your body.
who can't hear gun faint? Like I said, like
Yeah, you're not fair.
who can't hear gun faint? Like you all go ahead. You all go ahead. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're not fit. Oh my God, you're ridiculous on this show, boy.
That is your name for today.
Yes. Okay. I hope Amy.
Bye.
I hope
You
Amy.
don't talk to I am.
Yeah, but I don't. At least I stopped at the boiling fabulous thing.
Oh, by the way,
What?
it would be remiss of me to go to the show and not offer words of thanks
Two.
to the young lady who bought us breakfast yesterday.
Yes, you saved it. Listen,
Yeah,
that was the best omelette I've had in my life.
yeah, definitely was a lifesaver.
Yes.
I'm actually very grateful
Oh my God.
and appreciative.
You want the next one today? Not from her, from us this time. Because that dropped good, friend. That dropped good.
Even though you steal my muffin.
I didn't steal it.
Jade stole my muffin, guys. I can't believe. So okay, so this is what happened, guys. This is what happened. Let me tell you my story.
I didn't steal the muffin.
Right? So yesterday, a sipper did us the good turn of getting us breakfast after the show, right? So we were supposed to just go and pick up the breakfast.
Yeah, we did.
So we went to pick up the breakfast, no problem.
I returned to the vehicle.
She returned to the vehicle. I said, Jade, you know what would be great? I feel like I need a muffin to just set this whole breakfast off, right?
Naturally.
Naturally. Jade went back to the establishment, they didn't have any. There was a place that I know we would be able to find without a doubt
Without a doubt, yes.
the muffin that we needed. I sent Jade, go buy a muffin. Jade come back with 2 bags. No, mean if they cut my muffin in half or what, but she got 2 bags.
No, one the back them was walking tax.
So she taxed me. No problem, we live good like that.
Yeah.
I finally get home, looking forward to my omelette and my little treat afterwards. As soon as I sit down about to open my bag, Jade calling. Why is Jade calling me? Yeah, Azem got a muffin. That's what happened.
What? Well, listen, since last night, man lying on me, eh? May know what's happening right now. But since last night, people with peens have been lying on me.
Let me tell you something, right, guys. Literally, when Jade was jumping out the vehicle, I looked back to ensure that Jade had placed the correct bag in the correct bag.
But did he? Did he check? No.
No, because what? When I look back, without hesitation, no, man, don't put it in your bag. See it here,
Yes, I was.
and stole my.
I didn't steal it.
Stole my.
He actually stole my cinnamon roll. I didn't steal his muffin.
Jade, I never held this cinnamon. I can't steal why I never touch.
So, baby, how come you get it?
But Jade, you don't steal my muffin.
I didn't steal it. You tell me you're coming for it. You ain't come.
Jade, you think I got time to just be running around looking muffins?
Yes.
I done drive up and down the streets of
You
Bastille
tell me you're
hunting.
coming for it. I could have eat it then. I hear saving it for you. You make me waste the muffin. How could I eat it? If it,
Where's my muffin, Jade?
it's home.
I'm coming for it.
Sure. Want me cinnamon roll?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, you see? You can't get it then.
What?
You can't get it, no.
But Jade,
You say what? Something for something. I ain't got me something. So. A man has been ordered to pay his ex-wife $215,000 for unpaid domestic labor.
what? Yo, this thing getting crazy and crazier.
You heard me.
Nobody's getting married past 2025.
Nobody.
Nobody
That they don't know it by. That they're right off.
Women will be asking men, when you plan to marry me? The
No.
answer will unequivocally be no.
Absolutely not.
The
Absolutely
man
not.
just making sure that man just decide to never get married again. Like these are the things that attack on marriage, you know.
Well, a man in Spain has been ordered to pay his ex-wife $215,000 for 25 years of unpaid domestic labor. Yes, Azem knows his paste.
That in the comments?
No, that was a message.
Oh, yes. I have several piercings.
Ah. The record divorce settlement was calculated by Judge Laura Ruiz, can't pronounce that, based on the annual minimum wage throughout the couple's marriage.
Say that again.
The judge calculated this based on the annual minimum wage throughout the couple's marriage. The man must pay his wife, the man must also pay his wife a monthly pension of $527, as well as $422 and $632 to his 20-year-old and 14-year-old daughters, respectively.
One of them 20? Okay, the human being is finished. Can't nobody get children now, you know? Nobody get.
This couple single-handedly winning.
The species?
Yeah.
The species done with Jade.
All because of them. Morel said she and her daughters were left with nothing when the couple who married in 1994 divorced in 2020.
We're gonna get something.
That's what she do. That's what she do.
You're right.
Oh.
I stand corrected.
Okay. Clearly, this was a case of abuse to be completely excluded financially by her ex-husband after leaving her with nothing.
Who left? Who left?
Man, I'm trying to find out, but the document wouldn't open.
She leave, you know.
How you know she leave?
Because 90% of the time the woman leaves.
You suppose it's the man.
You know why? You know why the woman leaves?
No.
Because they're incentivized to leave. Men ain't divorcing their wife just so. Because you know why? Because we know we got to put them for the rest of our life.
I was supporting my husband in his work and in the family as a mother and
Was she
a
18 all them
father.
years? Was she 18 all them years?
I was never allowed access to
Was
my
she sleeping all them years?
I could get the article. Can you ask me questions? Like I know these people personally.
No, but she had to
So
eat
I know these
something.
people.
But she had to eat something, Jade.
I was never allowed access to his financial affairs. Everything was in his name.
We got him money.
Morel was asked to sign a separation of goods agreement when she got married, meaning he would keep his wealth and they would split common possessions. The court in southern Spain heard that during the marriage, her ex-husband, who was not named in the suit, built a successful gym business that allowed him to buy multiple luxury vehicles.
Wait, he built it, you said?
And an olive oil farm valued at $6.4 million.
Wait, he went and worked hard and built up his wealth?
Well, the man I can't say she white. I'm gonna lie to you.
No, but of course I can say that.
Well, the woman I meant to say.
Which is why y'all gonna stay single. Nobody can marry her, yo. Like, me ain't even trying to be funny now. Like, this is literally, when you hear men talking, men saying, why would I get married?
She said she hoped her case would inspire women to know what they can claim for household.
She feels like an inspiration now.
When there is a separation of good agreement.
Jesus
Her lawyer told iNews the ruling represents the labor of all women in the shadows, who, without a doubt, constitute a fundamental support in personal, marital, and familiar terms during years and years, so the ex-husband could develop his professional career and raising wealth, which at the moment of separation could not share.
But how are they living all this time? I'm trying to figure that part out. How they living? Me not understand. Okay. So she gets paid for domestic service. Like, I would assume cooking and cleaning and so. Right? So let's say they were to go out to eat. She's not working. Who's expected to pay? The man? But then he come home and say, hey, make me a sandwich. And now he got to pay for that? Somebody.
I mean, as the best be realistic, because they got multiple luxury cars. They've got more than likely than servants.
No, she said she had no help. Don't try that. She said the article, you gonna tell you, man? She said the article she had no help.
Yeah, but we know what people mean when they say they don't have no help, Jade. We know what people mean when they say they don't have no help. Like, we know what that means. Yo, this is... no, it's alright, you know. It's alright. Like, I already tell you what's gonna happen.
We get married.
Men just will stop getting married.
Did you really believe that?
Yes. No, Jade, no, it's already happening. Marriage is at an all-time low.
No, it is.
But these are the reasons. Women control access to coitus. Men control access to marriage. Like, this is, men will stop getting married because there's an incentive for the person you're marrying to leave.
So you get married? Let me see you break several women's heart right now. You get married?
Jade, the truth about it is you only get married to one, so I'm not breaking any several women's heart.
No, I mean them who think that there's a chance for you to get married to them.
Oh, no, they ain't got a chance. They ain't got a chance, Jade. None of them got a chance.
Oh
None of them
dear.
got a chance, Jade.
Sorry guys, I tried.
No, no, let's be serious, Jade.
I was.
But the truth is that these are the types of things that are urging more and more men to take marriage off the table. This is just the reality, right? Because on one hand, there is an expectation that men are expected to carry the bulk of the financial burden in relationships, in families, right? That's an expectation, right? Like it's like that's not. Men are okay with that, right? Men are generally okay with that. We see it as part of our duty, right?
Yes.
As men,
Yes.
right? But then at the same time, you are then put in a position where if the person chooses to leave you, then you have to pay for them, right? If you choose to leave, generally there's very few examples of men getting alimony. There's very few examples of that, right? It's not like I'm not even talking about in situations where men choose to leave.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like because we know the vast majority, like 70% of divorces are initiated by women, right? If you start talking about college-educated women and stuff like that, they go up to like 90%, right? So a lot of men are looking at this and saying, why would I? Like, seriously, it's not even like, you can't, it's getting more and more difficult for you to make an argument for men to go ahead and get married because it looks like it's a lose-lose situation.
I'm gonna let you this depressing.
Yeah, like, but that's the reality of the situation.
This is depressing as hell.
Like, it's like depressing. Not for you.
Yeah, I want to get married. No man, I'm about to get married too.
Yeah, but guess what? How we feel for the men? They want to get married too, but then they got study about losing half their wealth.
True.
Like it's crazy, man. Like it's crazy. Like oh my gosh, wow.
I mean, it was
Domestic
a half.
service.
It was a half. It was like a small 20.
No, but domestic service, Jade. Come on.
And
You live in the house. How are you paid a minimum wage for doing things in your own house? Where your children live? like what going on in the world? What going on in the world? Let me understand.
I want to go home right now and watch. Well, no, not right now because y'all at work. When y'all get home, or whenever y'all watch this episode today, right? Turn to your spouse, watch them dead in the eye, and say, I want y'all to pay me minimum wage for what I'm doing in this house. I just want to know how that conversation going to go. For research purposes.
Obviously, guys, Jade.
I watch them dead in the eye with a straight face, ladies.
Jade, obviously.
I demand minimum wage for my domestic services in this household.
By chance, you in call with a divorce lawyer or something?
No. I wish.
I think you in cahoots with the divorce lawyer because it got to be that you're going to get a cut of the proceeds of this question. Yeah.
Somebody said the problem with the agreement was that she was going to be left with nothing.
Jade,
Don't shout after me.
people every day end up with nothing. We just had a conversation yesterday with a lady who got a call and say, hey guys, guess what? You terminated. Like, people have to start over all the time.
They do.
If it was the other way around, what he was going to get? You know, he's expected to do? Pick yourself up, go find a work, go do something.
Pick yourself up and try.
Go do what you, come on, give me a break, man. And it's not a matter that I'm saying, like, it's difficult for, like...
I don't know, you tell me get married, and I feel that way about that.
Jade, this is crazy, yo.
Every day, every
What's the
single day,
equivalent- what's
Azem
the-
just tell me that I'm going to get a man. In different ways. Today he tell me I'm going to get married.
I have not spoken to you about your prospects.
That's what I feel like you just tell me.
No, what I'm saying is that daily we see more and more examples where men are increasingly opting out of marriage. Like, this is crazy.
Well,
Like, so is this state job to make sure that you end up with something after your marriage? That's not the state job.
it was in this instance. Anyway, remember we have some kids to go read to, so we got to wrap up.
Jade, I got things to do, you know.
Yeah, read it to the children. You can't take 10 minutes out your time to read to the youth of the nation.
Yeah, I barely love the kids.
Barely love the kids.
Barely love the kids.
You gonna look good on your resume when you decide to turn into a politician randomly, just out the blue.
For those of you thinking about that, not happening. Not happening. Not happening. And I'm definitely not the type of person who would aspire to be such. I don't tell you, people who aspire to be politicians, like, come smile and start watching funny. No, seriously, I'm kidding.
I know you're not.
Yeah, I don't watch
I
them
laugh
funny.
because I'm not somebody who aspires to be a politician.
And you know that's watching funny.
You do?
Tell me short Oh, but guys, it's been an amazing day. Thank you so much. For those of you who've been logging on lately, we see the numbers going up. We appreciate you. Make
Yes.
sure you share, like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell or the follow on all the social media platforms. We appreciate you again for being a part of what it is that we're doing here at the Sugar Factory.
Definitely do.
You know, Sip and Chat. We're going into, what is it, week 3?
Week 3.
Imagine that.
Where's the episode name today?
Who can hear?
God faith.
Okay.
Oh, what pay me mean because I go to clean my house
I think
vigorously with some fabulous and Clorox. No ammonia though. Why do they sell ammonia?
Same way that they sell caustic soda.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
Yeah.
Not to clean with.
People just use the things for ways they weren't intended for it to be used. That's really what it is.
Well, nobody tell me nothing. And why my father had it in the cupboard as a cleaning agent?
It is a cleaning agent.
Huh.
Yeah. But guys, it has been fun this morning. It's Thursday. We have another day in the week, and looking forward to finishing out the week tomorrow on Friday.
Friday.
And yeah, guys, really appreciate all the support. I saw a young lady who is the mom of one of my friends. And she was like, "Where you are?" I said, "Miss, come give me your phone."
I love how we don't even explain no more. We just give me a phone.
Give me a phone.
Give me a phone.
She said, "Send me a link." I said, "I will do." And yeah, it's been really fun. You know, just getting out, meeting the sippers, hearing you guys' comments and feedback. So yeah, thank you. Keep it coming, and yeah, we're really looking forward to continuing to build. But guys, alas, we gotta leave. We gotta go. We gotta disembark. Thank you so much again for being a part of today's show.
Definitely.
And yeah, remember guys, spend more time living your content than posting it. Also remember, who can't hear gon' faint. Saying it again because it's very serious. Jade, like, I'm very concerned. Jade.
About the boilers?
Yes. I'm very concerned. You don't even understand that this. I learn all kind of things on the show, and it's like, wow.
Boy, yes, people have fabulous boiling pots.
I feel like I've been living in a bubble my entire life.
Clearly.
Wow. I'm so glad the Kingsters them was just as surprised as me, so me feel so bad.
And I'm just happy that people were commenting that they too do it. So, men alone.
Wow.
What? It was not a woman. You sexist. I know. I can tell.
Oh, but guys, of course, the most important thing for you to remember is that you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys tomorrow.